What's going on, guys? Markel here, back with another video. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. With that being said, I want to answer some of the most recent questions left in the comment section. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The first question I got is, what is SSI and how long can someone on SSI stay outside of the country? Okay, so SSI is supplemental security income, basically need-based income. It's basically the lowest form of income you can get in the US. It's when someone doesn't have either enough working credits or they didn't work enough, and they can receive a little bit of SSDI, Social Security Disability Insurance, and then the rest comes from SSI. Or they didn't work at all, they have no job history at all, they had never paid into Social Security. You can receive supplemental security income, and it ranges between about $600 to $850 a month. And as far as how long can you stay outside the country, I believe you can go to Social Security's website and you're probably going to see it's no more than 30 days in a calendar year. I'm pretty sure it's 30 days is the max you can stay outside the country. Okay, hopefully that information helps you out. All right, let's move on to the next one, which is a question. Let's see. Do you need medical evidence for every year you submit a clothing allowance claim? Okay, so your prosthetics, your orthopedic, or your cream, whatever you prescribe that qualifies you for the clothing allowance, that is your medical evidence. You don't have to go to a doctor every year to get them write up something. No, you basically get a form, an annual form, yearly form that you fill out saying that the device that you were prescribed, however long it's been. Like for me, I've had my knee braces now and my ankle brace since 2010. So that's 12 years, okay? I just write on the form what I have, where it came from, and what body part, okay? That is your medical evidence. It's not like something you gotta go get something new every year and the doctor has to sign off on it. No, it's what you already have. You're just confirming that you have it, that you use it. That's why they do those inspections every 2 to 3 years to make sure, 1, you still have it, 2, you're still using it, and 3, doesn't need to be updated, okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Let's move to the next one, which is, can you still receive TDIU and work for an online English teaching company in Southeast Asia? No Social Security number. Okay, man, you guys on TDIU, y'all love to take risks. Okay, if you're making below the poverty line, you should be fine. But if this English speaking job is gonna pay you more than about $1,000 a month, you may wanna consider calling the VA and letting them know you wanna do a trial work period to see if you still need to be on TDIU. Why do I say that? Because if you get caught, even though they're not using your Social Security number, if the company is an English teaching company in Southeast Asia and they're paying you, how are they paying you? Because unless they're sending you cash, they're either paying you through PayPal, or they're sending you a direct deposit to your bank, or they're paying you somehow, which leaves a trail. There's always a way to get back to you. Now, unless they're just paying you cash directly. Okay. So I would say this, man. Is it really worth the risk for you guys on TDIU? Because I get this question a lot. Because think about it. If you get a job, it's not like you're gonna lose everything. You're just gonna go back to whatever your percentage was before you got to TDIU. Most of you guys at a minimum are 60 all the way up to 90%, right? So at worst case scenario, you're gonna lose what, $1,300, $1,200? But if you're working and you're making $5,000 to $6,000, what is that? Instead of you being stuck at 31 and you could potentially make another 800 on top of that, wouldn't you rather have an 18 and then make as much as you want after that with nobody? You worried about anybody coming up behind you, checking on you or doing whatever? I just don't understand you guys on TDIU. You all act like you're just gonna lose everything But if you can work, dude, you much better off working. You're never gonna get rich on disability. It just limits you. Trust and believe. If I could go back to work doing what I used to do, making 6 figures versus what I'm doing now, that's not even a question what I'll be doing. Okay, but that's all I want to say to that dude. As long as it's under the poverty line, you should be fine. If you're making more than the poverty line, you may want to contact the VA and let them know you want to try a trial work period. Just be honest with them. Don't try to sneak. Don't try to cheat. Just be honest and you'll be fine. Because the last thing you want to do is cheat. You get caught. Not only are you going to lose your benefits and you have to pay that money back, you may end up losing your freedom. So it's not worth it to me to even try stuff like that. But that's in my opinion. But please go check out the video I did talking about this very subject on my SSDI playlist. Okay, I did a whole video, I think it was about an hour long, on this subject. Okay, and I think the last one I got here is, hi Markel, I'm a retired Air Force veteran. My question is, do countries like Colombia, DR, Brazil tax you on your Social Security pension? No, they don't. Well, that depends on how you file. I'll get to that, let's see. And disability pension and job pensions, thank you, retired tech sergeant. Okay, the Dominican Republic, the Philippines, absolutely not. There's a bunch of other countries that we have agreements with. You gotta go to Social Security's website, you can go to the VA's website, and you can see what countries we have agreements with, what countries we don't have agreements with. Colombia is one of those countries we don't have an agreement with. The way Colombia taxes you is through your US taxes. And there's no point in lying and saying, oh, well, you know, they're never gonna find out. Colombia and the US government share tax information, so they know. There's no point in lying. Anyway, here, it really depends on how much you're making. Because a lot of people, okay, didn't make 6 figures, so they're not making enough to get taxed on their Social Security. So in that case, you're not being taxed on your Social Security. Your VA income, it's a gift, so that's not even being used. So you would have little to no tax liability here at all because you're not filing any taxes in the States, unless here you bought a property or you bought a car, you know, you got X amount of money in the bank, all that's being taxed, okay? Colombia wants their money. Colombia wants their money. Okay, but when it comes to the DR and those kind of countries, no. There's nothing you have to worry about. Now Brazil, I don't know. If someone knows about Brazil, please leave it in the comment section, because I'm not aware of what Brazil's tax situation is. I think Panama's another one you don't have to worry about taxes at all. But here in Colombia, yes. Depends on how much you're making. So if you're a retired military veteran, you don't have, you're not getting, what is it, CRSC, where they're not taxing you and you're filing taxes, chances are you end up paying something here. Now I don't know exactly how much. I pay very little, but the way my taxes are structured and set up, that's why I have a tax attorney. You have to get things set up to where you have the least amount of tax liability as possible. If you have to form an LLC and have that be its own entity while you're in another country and you're living, is one way, but there's several ways to do it. I'm not here to give you tax advice, but to answer your question, Colombia, yes, DR, no, Brazil, I don't know, okay? And that's it for all the questions, guys. I appreciate everybody watching as always. Please like, share, and most of all, subscribe.